Gas station log. It's September 1st, 2018. Well, it's finally September. Maybe the weather will start to cool off. Alright, let's go rock the gas station, buddies! Yay, buddies! Gas station log. Hey, everybody, what's up? Yay, buddies! I got me some food today. I got me some nacho fries supreme. Those are awesome. I got me a coffee, because Taco Bell coffee is really freaking good. Yay, buddies! We're ready to rock and roll! Yay, buddies! You're my little buddies. The road is flooded. It's flooded, buddies! Mew, mew, mew! It's a water park again today! Yay, buddies! Whee! Go figure now. The sun came back out. That is the typical pattern of Kentucky summer. If it's gonna pour rain, it's gonna do it for about a half hour or so, and then the sun comes back out every single time. Gas station log. Hey, everybody. It's 5:12. Yay, buddies. Me, me, me. Well, it's sunny and happy outside. There's barely a cloud in the sky. You gotta love it. It was pouring rain earlier. That's typical. I've lived here for, this is my 3rd year that I've lived here in Kentucky, and I don't know, I've noticed that this year, it is incredibly common. 90% of the time, if it starts raining outside, it will rain for about 30-ish minutes, and then it'll stop and the sun will come back out. And 90%, that's just the way it is. I can't remember the last time I saw it rain for several hours straight. I can't remember the last time I saw it do that. At least this year specifically, I've sat here in my box most every day and I've watched it rain, and then the sun comes out, and then it rains again, and then the sun comes out, and then it rains again, and then the sun comes out. And right now the sun is out and there's blue skies and hardly any clouds, and I don't think it's going to start raining again, but who knows? I mean, some front could just move in. You just never know. You just never know, my friends. You never know. Man, I've been on such a huge Castlevania kick lately. I played my Castlevania 2 Simon's Quest randomizer that I got, and that was pretty awesome. It took me a couple of tries. I had to make a few of them before I could find one that I could actually beat. You don't realize just how cut off you are from most of the game until you get the holy water. But I found one that I got the holy water right off the bat, and then it was just a matter of, doing the rest. But that was fun. So yay, buddies. And lately I've been trying to find ways to shave off my best time in the game. Right now I can beat the game in about an hour. So, yeah, okay. Yay, buddies. See, this is what I'm talking about. It's blue skies, not hardly a cloud. You saw it was pouring rain earlier. But yet, this is moving in. It came out of nowhere. It wasn't here an hour ago. That's what I'm talking about. It rains and then clears out and the sun comes back out, and then out of nowhere another thing comes in and it rains again. It's rainy and then it's sunny. It's the most crazy pattern I've ever seen, but at least it's predictable. Predictable. Yay, buddies! Gas station log. It is 7:47. It's about time to go home. And I've been wrestling with some biblical principles. I'm frustrated and a little bewildered by the fact that there seems to be 2 schools of thought. For whatever reason, I'm not seeing how they live together in harmony, in peace, the way that Jesus wanted. Jesus said that there should be unity and harmony in the church because they're his people, and that we should love one another. But yet, and I'm not necessarily taking sides, because honestly, I don't know which side to pick. I know which side can give me the evidence for what they believe and which side can't. But I wrestle with the fact, with a couple of different things. First of all, you've got these fundamentalist people on this side. You've got, Baptists and Reformed theology people over here. And half of them believe in cessationism and stuff like that, which I am not a cessationist. My very life and everything that God has called me to testifies to the fact that spiritual gifts are ongoing. But at the same time, I'm a student of the Bible. I live, my very being is directed by the Word of God and what it has to say about life. And so as a student of the Bible, it is imperative to me that people know its truth and live by it. And there are indeed a whole bunch of crazy theological ideas that are out there floating around in Christian circles and in even the mainstream church that are frightful because of how unbiblical they are. At the same time, there are a lot of ideas that, I'm not, calling anybody out in particular, that are Pentecostal in nature that I've been wrestling with. I've been trying to figure out, is there any biblical basis for this? And the thing is all the people on the, fundamentalist, Calvinist, Baptist, Reformed theology side, it is their delight to research these things in the Bible and come up with a huge list of why a lot of these Pentecostal ideas are absolutely not biblical. But yet, I know people that claim things like they speak in tongues, they pray in tongues, they pray in the Spirit. Not even exactly sure what that is on more than a superficial level. And all I ask is, I'm just trying to gain a biblical understanding for the idea. Because as far as history records, prior to 1901, when the Pentecostal movement got started, speaking in tongues was a practice. It didn't exist in the church. It just didn't exist. And so I'm trying to understand why for the last 100 years, all of a sudden there's been an eruption of these churches that are now speaking in tongues, praying in the Spirit, whatever may have you. The right side, the fundamentalist Baptist Reformed theology people, they're all saying that all of these crazy theologies, which are in fact unbiblical, people rolling around barking like dogs, acting like fools, God does not delight in us clucking like chickens or barking like dogs or acting like animals. That doesn't glorify God at all. But at the same time, there's this idea of the Bible definitely does talk about speaking in tongues. What it has to say about it seems to be clearly disputed. And I just want to get to the heart of the matter. I just want to get to the bottom line, the threshing floor, if I may use the term. I just want to get to the bottom line, the heart of the matter, and really understand why these things are happening and whether or not they have any biblical basis whatsoever. Because I've talked to numerous people that believe in praying in the Spirit, and they say that it is hugely advantageous to their life, and that there are lots of benefits of having joy and peace and command and power and authority over the enemy and stuff like that. And it very well may be. Can somebody please explain it to me so that I can understand it? I have yet to find anybody that can explain it and refute why everybody else's stack up against it biblically. Why is wrong? Nobody can seem to do that. I'm not going to mention any names, but I just had a conversation with somebody just now, and I asked her to explain to me why this is the deal. And I quoted 1 Peter 3:15, that if anybody should, question why you believe what you believe, you should be ready to give an answer. And she basically said that it's exhausting and takes so much energy to try to explain that kind of stuff. Really? It is my great joy. It actually strengthens me to explain the Bible, talk about the Bible, and why I believe what I believe in my life about the Bible. It is my absolute joy, and it strengthens me. If it doesn't strengthen you and give you absolute joy, I question what you're doing and why you're doing it. Seriously, I do. I just want to be able to understand. I shouldn't have to Google the information I can get when it should be people's joy to explain it to me in a way that I can understand. That's why there are Bible teachers out there. That's why there are people called to the ministry, so that they can explain the Bible in ways that anyone can understand. Yeah, I've been wrestling with that for a little while today, because, if there is any truth to these Pentecostal or para-Pentecostal ideas, I just want to try to understand it. But nobody can seem to explain it to me in such a way that makes any sense, that can't be refuted by other biblical understanding. I offer that opportunity to anybody if they can try to explain it. I'm not looking to start an argument. I'm just trying to understand why people believe what people believe, because God cares about every single person, and He loves you, and I care about you, and I care about what you believe, and you should be able to explain it to me if I don't understand it. Okay, so yeah. 2 thumbs up. Woo, woo, woo.